Part of why we don't know what's going to happen at left tackle, though, is because we just signed 2 tackles today, guys. Woo! Signed some shiny new players here. But keep in mind, like I always say, this late in the year, you sign somebody who's available. There's 2 reasons why they're available. They're coming off injury, or they're probably not any good. These guys are not coming off injury. That's all I'm going to say. Garret Greenfield, 6'6". You know what? And I meant to look this up too as well, because the first article I had for him listed him at 210 pounds, and I'm like, that cannot be. Yeah, 311 pounds. They were off by 100.
I was about to say.
Because I did a double take when I saw the notes. I forget who wrote the first article I saw, but they said it was 210 pounds. I'm like, that's like a running back or a safety. That's.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
he definitely.
310 pounds. He was originally an undrafted rookie free agent last year in 23 from South Dakota State. Oh yes, the powerhouse school, South Dakota State. Spent all of last year with Seattle in their practice squad. Was cut by them August 30th, so he's in there throughout camp and has been unemployed ever since. The second guy we signed, Marcellus Johnson. Now, if that name rings a bell, one of 2 things is happening. Either you're a very devoted Giants fan or you listen to the show. Either way, thank you. Because we talked about him. This is one of the guys we brought into the rookie minicamp in the beginning of the year, and he actually made it into the actual camp itself. He was an undrafted rookie free agent from Eastern Michigan. Was literally playing for Missouri, but when's last year up at Eastern Michigan to get some more playing time because he was mostly playing on special teams for Missouri. So was their left tackle. Since then, after we cut him, he's actually been spending a lot of time on the Minnesota Vikings practice squad and was cut last week by them. Now, I will say this again, guys. What did I talk about with DJ Humphries on the prior segment? I said the Vikings just lost their starting left tackle, Christian Darrisaw. Therefore, this guy was still available, and they didn't pick him back up again. And we already cut him once. So, again, I'm not trying to sit there and be overly optimistic on these guys. Who knows?
No.
Maybe all of a sudden, Carmen Brasillo sees something and changes something up in their form or whatever, and all of a sudden they're much better. I don't know. But I just don't see it. Corresponding moves, we're going to talk about one that the Giants released our second-year safety, Javarius Owens, last year's draft class. We also dropped a regular on the show, Jacob Johnson, the fullback, who gets dropped and picked up and dropped and picked up and dropped and picked up. He's like a basketball. Like, it just gets dribbling around this roster everywhere, between the active roster, the practice squad, to the streets. At that point, it's like he'll probably pick him up next week. Who knows? So, yeah, like I said, 2 guys we got, 2 guys I have no really high hopes for, but who knows? That's how things work sometimes. Sometimes you get somebody you have no high hopes for, and they shock you. Was anybody excited when we signed Victor Cruz as an undrafted rookie free agent? Like, no, kid from UMass.
But Giants fans have not forgotten about Victor Cruz.
And that's why I just bring up as an example. Like I said, I'm not saying that these guys will be the Victor Cruz of tackles. This is not a JPP of tight ends kind of scenario. I'm just trying to say that, like, sometimes they shock you. And sometimes they're better than what you think. So hopefully that's
especially at the tackle position too. Like, sometimes like you come to the NFL, you get shell shocked because like there's some guys come into the NFL and they're expected to be the big guy, and they're not the big guy anymore.
Nope.
And they get crushed. Some guys come here as a smaller guy, and they got all that heart and just push, and they exceed very well.
It's also Josh Azuto's going to get his knee drained. We said that. So therefore, someone's going to have to be a backup tackle. They might be the guys. That's where we're at, kind of. Unless you want to move one of the guards out, but those guards haven't played in that position before. So, like I said, we'll have to see what they do there. But
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.